is for you to get 1 or 2 tips on how you are going to launch your Youth Factor business, how you're going to approach your contacts, prospects, and team members about this. So let's just start up here with our A team. Oh, we have team names too. It's A team. Okay, so here you go.
Okay, so our topic was social media. How are we going to promote Youth Factor on social media? And we've got like 13 ideas here. Lucky 13. All right, so first of all, offer up samples. Just as an example, I know my team and I've seen a bunch of other people use this too. You've got 30 samples. The first 30 people that reply Youth Factor to me get a sample. Okay, so that's one. Second is posting the video. Check this out, something new. Whatever you want to put there. The other one that we've seen out so far that is really good, and I've seen a lot of people get responses on it, is the picky eater one. Find a picture of a kid making a funny face, eating broccoli or something like that. The baskets of fruit and veggies, I know that happened at a Seattle event. Kathy Hankin put that together, and I've seen the picture all over the place. It just kind of shows exactly the equal value of fruits and vegetables that are in the product. So that's pretty profound if somebody can look at that. I've also seen the green drink and then our drink next to it. Like, which would you rather? You know, green just doesn't look appetizing. Like, we all know it's good for us, but it just doesn't look like, which would you rather drink? Okay, so that one's fun. Just as simple as when your products arrive. You know, arrange them, you know, you tackling the FedEx guy, I mean, whatever, have fun with it. So just, you know, pictures of it, put it in your bathroom, have your little, in your car, you're going to have your water bottle and your, you know, your drink mix in your cup holder. Take a picture of that, like I'm ready for my day, you know, and do that kind of stuff. Questions are really good because now they have that colored background. You can put a question in it on Facebook. And just ask your friends, who of my friends take supplements every day? Who of my friends thinks they should take supplements every day and doesn't? Okay, so just little questions like that, those are fun. This is another social media tip. Add yourself to groups. Find healthy eating groups, running groups, yoga groups, whatever it is you're interested in on maybe your personal health journey, add yourself to those groups. I will say that groups always have rules, so make sure you read the rules. Mostly, they have rules of not selling your stuff on their group page, okay? That's okay. Don't sell your stuff on that group page, but build rapport with people. So if you see a post that somebody puts up, build a conversation in that post with people and become friends with them. And then send them a friend request. Guess what? They accept your friend request, they are now seeing your Youth Factor posts. Okay? So, and they realize, oh, that's a health product. Oh, that's a, you know, and they will ask questions. So add yourself to groups. Just follow their rules or you get kicked out. Get yourself a clear bottle, a cute, you know, like we all have these thingies and stuff, and of course you can just shake it up in a regular, but I would like, you know, hit a sports store or something and find yourself a cute water bottle. Get maybe a cute little label thing on it that says YF or Youth Factor. People are going to ask, what's Youth Factor? You're drinking a bottle and it has a cute little design that says Youth Factor on it. They're going to ask, okay? I like the idea of clear because I think that our products are really pretty color. Kids drinking it. Dale Munger put out a great video with his kids trying the product and doing their own little testimonial. If you have kids, do that with them, okay? And if they're shy, camera shy, I don't know any of them that really are, but if they're, these days, but if they're camera shy, you know, just a cute picture of them drinking it, maybe in their little baseball uniform or gymnastics or whatever, you know? Powering up before the meet, powering up before the baseball game, you know, just that kind of stuff. I also heard, because we have the appearance of wrinkles, brighter looking skin, do your before and after pictures again of your face and your body too, okay? With clothes on. Oh, buddy, please. Okay? So before and after pictures are going to be important again, so you can utilize those for social media. Also, just maybe creating a journal. Day 2 on Youth Factor. Like you have a 30-day post on Youth Factor, day 1 on Youth Factor, and post what you're feeling. Day 2 on Youth Factor, day 3. Just do a little 30-day challenge with yourself. And then the last thing is a special private group that you make for yourself. Maybe you put a question out there like, who of my friends would like to be healthier? I'm putting together a little private group where we can encourage each other. Would you like to be added? Okay? But that's even something you can private message people too. You can send 5 private messages a day on your build your list. 5 private messages a day saying, hey, listen, I'm on a new health journey. I don't know if any of being on a health journey interests you at all, but if it does and you want to be added to my private group, let me know. You can always leave it whenever you want to. So those are just kind of some ideas.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Great idea.
Our group was for old or inactive VPs, and we brainstormed some really great ideas. First one was sending out cards, like the new Blitz cards that have all the products listed on it, and do a personal note to them, kind of explaining what's going on and why you miss them, that sort of thing. Depending on your relationships with them, maybe you could set up a lunch or coffee date to just kind of share with them more about what has happened since they've left. There's send an email that goes just a little bit into detail and give your phone number and information so that if they are interested, they reach out to you. Let's see. Cole had a really great statement that he would say to people. It says, we just launched a new wellness product that I think will be more in your wheelhouse. So if you're reaching out to people, just wheelhouse. Wheelhouse? Is that better? Wheelhouse? Facebook messaging people directly. Oh, have you heard of Youth Factor? Real simple. Tessa and Jason would do a really excited Facebook Live video and definitely share with them, just kind of express that if you would just do one order and just give it a try, would be awesome. Also sharing with people that there's no sugar or artificial sweeteners, that's really huge. Passport parties would be super fun for people that haven't been to parties or, remember how it was back then. So start inviting them to do those things. Simply just sharing with people the website of the ingredients, just sending that to people. And then private message people and ask them to watch the video. Those are our ideas.
Awesome. I want to add one thing to this. You guys are reminding me. I probably should have had it in training somewhere. Are you guys using Slide Dial? Okay, so this would be a good opportunity for Slide Dial. You're using Slide Dial? Yeah. Okay. So Slide Dial, write it down. Slide Dial. Dial, D-I-A-L. Slide Dial. So what it is it's an app and a service, and you enter in a phone number or multiple phone numbers, record a message. It sends it a voicemail to the person, but their phone never rings. And it just says, you have a voicemail from Sarah or whoever. And you can record a message about this so you can get 300 people in about 6 minutes. And the people who are interested will call you back. So you don't have to, have a 10-minute conversation with everybody. So Slide Dial is, you could run a report in your back office of your past grant partners, your PCs, your inactives, the people who haven't taken Youth Factor yet, whatever you want to do. Or you can just do it, with your contact list. And then enter in these phone numbers, record one message, and it saves your recording so you can continue to use it. But like my Slide Dial message would be something like, hey, I'm super excited. Wow, this is weird. I'm excited again. Sarah, I'm super excited. If you haven't already heard, we just launched our first wellness product. I would love the opportunity to tell you more about it. If you're interested, give me a quick call back so we can connect. And then you leave your number. Or, hey, sorry to miss you. love to chat with you about it. If you want more information, give me a quick call back and leave your phone number. And it will go right to their voicemail. They'll see that they had a missed call from you. They'll be like, that's weird. I didn't hear my phone ring. And then they see that they have a message. So that way the people who really do want some information will call you back. And the rest of them, like, whatever. But it doesn't take you any more time. So it's a really effective use of your time. So that would be a good one, too, in this little podcast.
And even like a Facebook message, just to like mix it up a little bit, you guys can leave a voice message in Facebook Messenger if you don't know that already, instead of typing out a message. And it's kind of personal if they hear your message, like, hey, Sarah, before you listen, I just wanted to check out, did you get a chance to watch the video yet? I'm looking forward to chatting with you tonight at 5 o'clock, I'll call you then.
Yeah.
Just something personal.
That's a good tip. Because if you're using Slide Dial, because it's going out to everybody, some of the people might be like your friends, and some of them might be just like Nerium customers, acquaintances, or past band partners, so you kind of have to make it universal. So I usually say, hey, it's Sarah. I'm calling on official Nerium business. So that way if it's my friend Kara, I'm not like, hi, this is Sarah Nilsen with Nerium International. She's like, what? Girl, right? So, hey, it's Sarah. I'm calling on official Nerium business, so that it kind of encompasses, like, I've got my Nerium hat on this particular moment. So anyway, sorry to interrupt. Great ideas, you guys.
Okay, our topic was how do we contact or talk to prospective customers. We kind of got tangled up for a minute about how to do it and how to find them. So we reverted back to how do we find prospective customers. And I think the key word was questions, asking questions. For your health and wellness people, or people that you know at the gym, or that you know are active and run those marathons and all the other things, you ask questions like, do you take supplements? Do you use a pre-workout drink? What kind of supplements are you taking? What do you take supplements for? Do you drink sports drinks? And those kind of questions that were relative to those people that are already working out. And then, of course, you want to give them a sample. You want to sit down with them and share a sample with them for those people. But then our market is so much bigger than just athletes or people that are working out or running marathons. But the questions still remain. Do you have children who you struggle with every day to eat their fruits and vegetables, and you worry about that? Do you have older adults in your family that they like fruits and vegetables, but they're not going to cook broccoli for themselves? Find some relative questions that relate to them. Somebody said, do you have children in daycare? Because we know how quickly those germs spread. So children in daycare. Or are you a teacher? How many teachers do you know that they've got sniffles and stuff because they have to go to work every day? So it was really about finding the questions that would work into how your product is relevant in their lives, and making it all about them, really. So that's kind of where we were. And then, of course, once you get a prospective customer, then you want to share the information, share the samples, sit down with them, and go from there. But we thought questions were the key to finding new customers for this particular product.
Awesome.
Okay, this is Ray Lynn's group, and we had give us some ideas on what to do or say when contacting current customers about YouFactor. And one was, you love your skincare now, so these are current customers. Can you imagine what you're going to love about YouFactor, and kind of just brief little some things that like the veggies or something. Talk about maybe just a little bit about okay, so Ray Lynn had a great suggestion about using a PCC for your customers only. Tell them this is only for the VIP customers. We want to give them the best Nerium experience. So this PCC is just for my VIP customers. And then explain spend 15 minutes explaining the factor and all the good things about it. And then you're having someone else explain it, not you. So kind of tell your current customers that everyone probably takes something healthy for themselves. Ask them what multivitamin they might be using. See if this might provide them some value besides just a multivitamin. Another good suggestion was take a picture, call them and say, hey, I'm on this great project. Would you do me a favor, go into wherever you keep your vitamins and pull all of the supplements out and take a picture of it and send it to me. And then you can have a post about all of these customers that have all these multiple different gigantic, enormous pills when you have just a fun little drink to take with a pill. That would be a good one. Also share how it will make them feel instead of, maybe the benefits, but just the talk about how it will make them feel instead. If you take a supplement, what do you wish your current supplement would do for you? Maybe give me one or two things. Just ask them, what would you wish it did, for you? You could also ask them to watch the video and give you their feedback. Talk about the 3 to 4 fruits and vegetable servings a day that each packet provides for you, and ask them, do you get your 9 veggies in a day, or 2 fruits and 7 veggies? I know I don't. Let's see. Someone also mentioned that even if they did get their 7 veggies and 2 fruits in a day, probably the value of those vegetables aren't what they used to be. Even if you did eat organic, as soon as you cut the plant, it starts losing its nutrients. So I don't know about you, but I don't eat a bushel of broccoli, asparagus, and whatever in a day. So this could help assist them in getting that in. Also share the link and just say, I don't know about all this, but I do value your opinion and would love to know what you thought. Get them to try it.
We have one more?
Our question was about live events, and we really like the passport idea. So we thought doing a passport event specifically for the health and wellness. And it could be as simple as doing the youth factor, like one group is the pill, one group is the drink, one group is the combination of both and why that's important. And then we thought maybe throwing in EHT, how that would change. And then the last one would be the customer perks. So that could be live. And then we noticed in our group that some of us are here in a big city, but some of us are, hours and hours away. So we could do that exact same thing with a Zoom and have 5 experts doing each one of those stations on the Zoom. So you get, instead of, hi, I'm here and I'm telling you everything. And we even thought if it was at a live event, like a market party, we could do that exact same thing, getting groups of people going through and doing the passport and simple drawing, so it's not, a load of freebies going out the door. And that the biggest value would be after we've been using the product, waiting for my product to get here on Monday, in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, saying, here's what I noticed it's been doing for me. Because when I tell my stories about EHT, I get the raised eyebrows and the, oh, really? So just having that personal experience and saying, here's what I noticed it's done for me. So we're not necessarily worrying about the mitochondria and whatever that means. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Good job, you guys. So hopefully you got some ideas on things that, you can do to launch your wellness business. And more than anything, I just want you to understand that that's really what you're doing. You can go back to all the people that said no to the night cream. They didn't say no to the youth factor. It might be something that's important to them. So you're back to having your big lead list and your huge market of people to draw from. You're back to everybody in your warm market, your friends, your family, everybody. And the most important piece that you have is those testimonials as you start using it. And some of your ideas were great about recording that and sharing that and writing testimonials and getting them from your people and using that in your marketing strategy as well. And are any of you guys currently doing PCC calls. Does anybody do PCC calls? Okay, so that's a good thing. You can add your PCC call. I don't know if you're doing it, everybody probably does it a little bit different, but the one that we have is a 15-minute call. The first 3 minutes are about you. The first 3 minutes is your story, whoever's leading the call. And what a PCC call, if you don't know, is anybody that signs up as a customer in any given time between calls gets invited to this one call. We do them twice a month, let's say, right? Once a month, twice a month, every 2 weeks. Anybody who signed up as a PC on those calls gets on, or in this time period, gets on this call. And the objective is to help them understand the benefits of becoming a customer with us. So the first 3 minutes is about you, whoever's leading the call, your story, whatever. The next 2 minutes are about Nerium as a company, then 2 minutes about the youth factor now, and then 5 minutes about 3 or free loyalty program, whatever, explaining that. And then the last 2 minutes are about the business opportunity, and that's it. That's the call. And really what that does is just because when somebody, maybe if you have a new brand partner signing up a PC, maybe they didn't explain all the customer perks to them. Maybe they don't understand the loyalty program or the 3 or free. So this gives everybody an opportunity to get that information. So adding new factors to that. The promotion is pretty self-explanatory. This month only, it's buy 2, get 1 free. As a brand partner, you can get that as many times as you want. You can go and add 10 of those to your shopping cart right now if you want to. And please do. You can. Either 2 of the powder and 1 of the pill or vice versa. It's also available for current customers. However, they have to have an active ADO of $80. If someone's a customer with only the HT, they won't get the offer. So if you're finding that, how come my customer's not getting that? It's because their ADO is not $80. So just make sure that you understand that part of it. In the month of June, you will be able to add these products to your ADO. You'll also be able to use your points to get them, and your customers can add them to their ADO. You can't purchase the youth factor in your ADO this month. Is everybody clear on that? So if you want it, you got to order it this way for the month of May until June 1st. And it's also only available here. You can't get it in Mexico or Japan or whatever. Yep. And so we're all doing debut parties this next week. We just talked about that. We've got some great ideas from the team back there on just how you're launching your business. And also, just really quickly, if you become a new brand partner in the month of May, you're going to get a box of the eye serum samples for free. So if you're working with any prospects, you're going to get additional eye samples, and they're also going to get a free ticket to conference. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And if you sign up 2 new brand partners in the month of May, then you will get a special logo Nerium watch. So, what? You did? Way to go, girl. If you guys aren't familiar with these announcements, or this is all news to you, make sure that you're checking your corporate update, talking to your upline about that. Okay, so just 2 last things I want to do here real quick, and let's get out in the sunshine. First of all, as always, I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to come out and hang out with me today, because I know that these meetings can be long and tedious, and you're getting the same slides over and over again, like the same message that you've heard however many times since you've been a brand partner. So I don't take for granted that you're still showing up and doing the do, especially on a beautiful day, on a weekend heading to the summer, and I know you guys could be mowing your lawn right now, cleaning out the barbecue or whatever. So I really do appreciate your time. The best part of the meeting for me, as a trainer or somebody that does these every so often, I would love a little bit of feedback. And the way that I hope that you guys would do it, maybe if Carl could walk around with the mic, if you want to just share either one thing that you learned that you're willing to implement, because I want to make sure that I keep repeating the good stuff and I can oust the not so good stuff. Not that there's any of that. Or if you have a question, if you have something that you need clarification on, or something I didn't talk
just take a couple minutes if you want, either a nugget you got or a question you have, and then